Okay, Mama. What's this video about today?
This video is called Exactly How to Get Over a Narcissist and Make Him Obsessed with You. Just the same way that you're obsessed with me, Dada. And here's why. You grew up in a nice, stable environment, and so you are naturally predisposed to be a narcissist. A narcissist is like the most trending word right now. There's like a gajillion videos about it on YouTube, so many hashtags about it, but like nobody is going to the root of this. Like, where do narcissists come from? People are like, oh, maybe it's a child. No. This is an archetype. This means that everybody has a little piece of this inside of them. And if you are struggling with a narcissist, congratulations. This is the best possible thing that could have happened to you. And once you watch this video and you understand how deep into the psyche this goes, you'll realize, shit, this is exactly what I needed to develop. This is exactly what I needed in my life right now. But if you don't realize this, you are going to be stuck in a pattern of attracting narcissists over and over and over again. So sit down and get comfortable, because this is gonna blow your mind. But first of all, my name is Mommy Onami. Like, subscribe, follow me on all of the things, and get on my newsletter, because that's where the real get down is happening. You can find my newsletter at onamihouse.com. The link's right down there. All right, so check this out. You were raised in a really stable home, so you have narcissistic tendencies. And a narcissistic tendency is somebody that just doesn't really care about other people that much. Now, for the person that's in love with the narcissist, they don't know how to work this relationship because they're used to relationships where the other person needs them. And the whole relationship is based on them supplying what the person needs and rehabbing that person. I saw this meme going around that says, spiritual women will always attract men who need healing. This meme is the core of the problem. So if you feel like you're always attracting men or women that need healing, congratulations. You are perfectly primed for the love of a narcissist, and this person is going to wake you up. So check this out. Basically, everybody that didn't grow up in a stable environment is going to be a narcissist. They just have no idea that that's actually what's going on with them. So for the last 5 years, if you've been following me, if not, you haven't missed much, but for the last 5 years, I've said I don't let people use the word narcissist because they're always completely oblivious that what they're accusing the other person of, they're actually doing. And this is just like shamanism 101, mirroring 101, but they usually just can't accept that they have the same exact tendency. Now, they don't know how to master it, which is why they have no idea that they have it, but you can't actually think about other people in a way that like a non-narcissist would. You can't really think about other people in a useful way if you haven't stabilized yourself. And when I say stabilize yourself, I mean the 3 lower chakras, the Muladhara, the Svadhisthana, and the Manipura. The root of all of your fear, the root of all of your shame, and the root of all of your anxiety. Now, when you have not stabilized these 3 things, your self-worth, your pride about who you are, and have a good sense of identity, saying, I don't need anybody to help me get the things that I want it, I got it, I want it, I got it. This is what somebody who grew up in a stable environment has, and we say, oh, that person's a narcissist because they don't need anybody and they're just obsessed with themselves, and I don't know how to make them love me because the only people that I could ever make love me before are the people that needed me in some way. So it's a mindfuck, and let's get into exactly why this is. So I'm going to tell you the story of Narcissus and Echo. And you should just know that, like, when I say that something's archetypal, it means that at some point in your life, you are going to have a kink for this kind of person. Now, if you resist it and say, no, I'm not going down there again, if you resist it, it's just going to persist. But if you allow yourself to express every kink that comes up, and you allow it to pass through you instead of resisting it, you learn things about yourself. It's why you start to get sick of the same type of partner, or how a partner could change. You know, maybe first they were doing one kind of kink for you and then they shifted. They start to drive you crazy. Well, this is because the kink has shifted, and it's showing you a new way that you can grow, and it's showing you a way that you can make the relationship feel new all over again while being with the same person. So archetypal relationships, and these are second level teachings, it's mythology. It means that it's a story, like a parable that applies to all people. It's not just me saying, hey, here's my experience with dating a narcissist, hope it helps you, try doing exactly what I did, and let's see how it goes. It's saying, like, this is how narcissism started. So Narcissus was this like golden boy, right? A golden boy that everyone loved, naturally exuberant, wanted to be around them, just good, like somebody with knew they were hot, knew they had it going on, weren't compromising for anybody, self-absorbed into their own projects, doing their own thing. Now, everybody loved Narcissus, but Narcissus was really finicky. Like, he didn't want to settle for anybody. The other part of this relationship was someone called Echo. And Echo is the woman that was cursed. She was a nymph, actually. She was cursed to love Narcissus. And this is how most people that feel like they're a victim of narcissistic abuse, this is how they feel, like, I'm cursed with loving this person. I can't get over them. I don't understand how. So Echo is a woman who really wants to speak, but hasn't learned to speak first. Echo is codependent, meaning she needs somebody to come alive. She doesn't come alive unless somebody else initiates. So the narcissist always makes the first move, but Echo is always just kind of sitting there waiting, just primed up and waiting for this type of lover to come in and abuse her. So Narcissus goes out into the valley one day and he goes, is there anybody here? And Echo says, here. And Narcissus goes, oh, I love the sound of that, because Narcissus loves to hear the sound of their own voice. If you really want to woo a narcissist, you just use their same words back at them. My engagement ring says "you're it" on it. You know why? Those were the words that I spoke to my narcissistic now husband. And a relationship of two narcissists is actually really nice, because everyone just kind of has to wait their fucking turn. You can throw as much drama as you want. You can be like, look at me, look at me, look at me, as much as you want, but you're gonna have to wait your turn just like everybody else. And it works great, because everybody gets to be in the spotlight a little bit. And there's really no love like two narcissists. They see what they love in each other. Each of them has their own projects, does their own thing. No one needs help. There's no fixing. You're not worried that someone's going to OD. It's a marriage of equals. It's the Two of Cups, and it's wonderful. But this was not the relationship that Narcissus and Echo was in. So Narcissus said, is there anybody here? And Echo goes, here. And Narcissus goes, well, then let us meet. And she goes, let us meet. And Echo comes running out of the woods, and she flings her arms around Narcissus, and he immediately goes, ugh, go, get off of me. Oh, get away. Oh, she's so hurt. Echo is so hurt. She's so hurt, and she doesn't understand. What? I didn't even go after you. It was you that said, is there anybody here? And I just responded. It was you that said, let us meet, and now you're treating me like I'm crazy for coming after you. And it's just such a mind fuck. And literally, Narcissus does not care one bit. He's like, well, sucks for you, and keeps going on living his life and doing his projects. Well, Echo goes to a cave, and she's so sad. And in all of these mythological stories, when someone's been scorned or they've been hurt, especially sexually, when they've been rejected or when they've been raped, or when something happens that makes them feel that second chakra shame, Amaterasu, and they go into their cave. They go into their cave, and nothing can bring them out. And to this day, Echo still waits in caves. She's stuck in the narcissistic pattern, just waiting. She's still that woman that's dying to speak. She has so much to say, just like I used to be, but hasn't learned how to initiate, hasn't learned how to speak first. She can't. She's codependent, echo-dependent. She needs somebody to need her. She cannot be with someone that doesn't need her. That's not love. That's not love at all. That is you literally thinking that you are so unimportant that your role in life is to just echo other people's needs, to just be there to rehab other people, to just be there. You need people to need you. You need people to need you. If somebody doesn't need you, you'll try to break them a little bit to find a little hole where you can put yourself, because if they need you, they won't leave you. And you're so afraid that if people saw the real you, that they just leave you. This is why you met a narcissist, because it's going to drive you so crazy. It's going to drive you so crazy. So you have a choice right here in this video. You can either leave and say, this is fucking bullshit, I'm being abused by a narcissist. And I guarantee you, you will take on the role of Echo. You will stay in that fucking cave, attracting narcissist after narcissist, fucking being in the narc talk sisterhood or whatever, stuck with a bunch of other bitches who haven't learned how to claim their power, because it's a lot easier to complain about what you don't like in other people than realize that they're showing you something you need to adopt, that they're showing you something that you want, that you're fucking jealous, that they can walk through life without stopping everything they're doing, every book they're writing, every business they're starting. Stop everything when some boyfriend comes along and says, is there anybody here? Aren't you fucking sick of waiting around for other people to initiate your life? Imagine what you could accomplish if for once in your fucking life you gave a fraction of what you gave other people to yourself. Imagine if you gave your business what you always give to any fucking loser that comes along and says, is there anybody here? So people were worried about Echo, and they're like, you know, listen, this has gone too far. We need to call Nemesis. Now we all know the word Nemesis, right? Nemesis is arch enemy, your arch enemy, and the goddess Nemesis creates an equal foe. Your arch enemy is somebody that you can't beat, and it's a beautiful tug of war. When two narcissists love each other, you have a never and always. Never and always. You never totally have them. You never totally know them. You never know their weak spots, because they keep you interested for life. They keep you on a nice, tight leash. And they're always interesting because they're always doing their own projects. They're always up to their own thing. They're an equal match. But Nemesis said, all right, I know who Narcissus needs. The only person that a narcissist or narcissist will ever be attracted to is himself, but not himself, the regular land animal, but his reflection in the water. For every person with order, like you're so ordered, Daddy, you're so ordered. You're so ordered, you're so calm. Nobody can nobody can ruffle your feathers. No girlfriend could get you to argue with them. You're just like, see you later. No one could force you to do anything. But for every collected narcissist, there's a chaotic side. Your chaotic equal, that's the symbolism of seeing his face in the water. You can never grab it. You can try all you want, but you can never grab them. And they're never calm. They're always moving. They're always static. There's always something going on. This is a woman who has no problem initiating and initiating and initiating. The water never stops initiating. And Nemesis said, for the rest of time, the only person that a narcissist will ever love is another narcissist. So there's your key right now. How to get over a narcissist and how to make a narcissist obsessed with you requires the same set of tools. Baby, you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. Your life is passing you by while you sit in a cave waiting for somebody else to complete you. Nobody, and I mean this, nobody is coming to save you. All of those dreams you have for your life, where you say, I need an agent, I need a sugar daddy, I need anywhere that you are saying need in your life, this need is actually something that you need to adopt. Maybe you need to get really good at business. Maybe you need to become physically stronger to protect yourself. Maybe you need to give yourself what you've been giving to other people. Maybe you need to stop being distracted by any fucking person who initiates at you and ruptures your whole plan for your life. Maybe you need to cut these people out and just be focused on your fucking self, because you know what? You're what? Codependents walk around like they're some fucking martyr. Oh, I'm helping this person, I'm helping this. Oh, I'm just so tired from helping everybody all the time. And what they don't realize is that this codependency is hiding the ultimate form of narcissism, which is subconsciously believing that you just don't have any fucking problems. That you are so high on the horse, that you are so shit together, that you can spend your whole life fixing other people and fixing other people. Well, you know what? It's a lot easier to go around breaking other people so you can fix them than to look your fucking self in the mirror and say, I got problems. I got fucking problems. I'm sitting around here like a bump on a fucking log waiting for life to happen to me. And when it does, I say, how is it keep happening to me? No. How many years of your life do you want to spend in a cave? How many years of your life do you want to spend in a cave? All of those things you want, no one is coming to save you. You are going to have to become obsessed with yourself. You are going to be exactly what you criticize in the world, and you are gonna fucking love it. Now it's gonna feel hard at first. You're gonna be so afraid. What if someone calls me selfish? What if someone calls me a narcissist? I don't care. Only people who are codependent feel weird about the word selfish. Only people who have never looked themselves in the mirror and say, I built this and I like it. Those people are not afraid of someone calling them a narcissist because they're like, you in the cave doing nothing? Your opinion is irrelevant. I only talk to people who are also doing cool shit. I am not interested in somebody that's got nothing going on and is just trying to find out why my ex-girlfriend and I broke up. No. There are people out there who don't want you to be their therapist. There are people out there who don't want you to be their coach. There are men out there that aren't looking to you for healing. There are people out there who want to be around you just because they fucking like you, because they think you're interesting, because they think you got it going on. They don't want to take anything from you. Their lives are not in danger. They don't need you to save them. And when you are able to initiate with a person like that, get ready for the love affair of your fucking life. If you've attracted a narcissist, it is because you have the potential to be a narcissist. And if you have the potential to be a narcissist, you can make some real ass money, baby. You can make some real ass change in the world. You can have a life of your fucking dreams. But it requires you getting out of that cave, stepping up to the plate and saying, no one is coming to save me, so I'm gonna do it myself. So here's how you get over a narcissist. Right now, 10 things that you've always wanted to do in your life. I can tell you 10 that I wanted to do, no problem. I want to be a mom to every child in the world by having excellent children's education. I want to have my own publishing company. I want to have a dream house on a lot of land that I'm so proud of every time I walk into the door. Something else that I've always wanted to do is speak to auditoriums full of people. I've also wanted to make music for a very long time. I would like to become a master ceramicist or ceramist. I would like a big, like one huge big diamond, something that's just almost even crazy to look at. That's 7, but I'll get you 3 more in the comments. But that's pretty good, right? For having not thought about it? I'm not gonna put you on the spot. I'm not gonna put you on the spot.
I'm just the filmer right now.
You're just the filmer, solamente. You're just my little slave, my little narcissistic slave, and you love it.
I'm right here.
10 things that you've always wanted to do. Of those 10 things, what are your top 3? What are your top 3? Now, what do you need to do to make these top 3 things happen within the next 3 years? You should have a nice long to-do list. I mean, what mentors are you going to need? What kind of finances are you going to need? Oh, here's my other 3 things. I've always wanted to write a New York Times bestseller. I've always wanted to make $1 million. And you know what? I would really like to be able to, at least once in my life, spend a whole year just on making art. spend a whole year just on making art, not really work on anything, but just making art and seeing what comes up. There's my 10 right there. Now, and if you don't have kids yet, but you do want them one day, I would recommend asking yourself, what kind of mom do I want to be? Because if spending a lot of time with your kids is important to you, like it was important to me, you're going to want to start building a business that supports that right now. Now, I have a lot of resources for you. If you're starting at zero, send me an email, onami@onamihouse.com. I will hook you up. I've got resources for money blocks. I've got resources for starting a business with no time, no money, and no business plan. I got something for everything, honey, because I've had every fucking issue in the book, including being in love with a narcissist. But I am so happy that I met that fucking narcissist, and I learned that there were people in the world that you couldn't talk into dating you, that you couldn't fix into dating you. And it taught me how to look for somebody that I didn't want to fix at all. Somebody that I didn't want to change at all. Somebody that seriously chose me from day one and has chosen me every single day since then. I've never had to question it, and he doesn't need my help. I've never had to worry about his safety. I've never had to worry if he was going to leave me, because I know. And what do I know? I know that I deserve that. Echo doesn't know what the fuck she deserves. Anybody does. Is there anybody here? She goes, oh, maybe this is the one. Oh, maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the one taking me out of my cave. No. This is just the one that's going to send you back to the cave in even worse condition than you came out. So, what are the 10 things you've most wanted to do in your life? What are the top 3? And get to fucking work on those right now. Cut out everything in your life that drains your force. Any fucking long phone calls you find yourself taking, anyone you want to help. There's no one in life that you can help. In life, you can only create a condition, like me making this video, and direct that condition, me putting it on YouTube with the right SEO so that you can find it. But you can't help. People have to want to help themselves. People have to want to help themselves. So when you become the narcissist will be fucking obsessed with you. Now, ideally, your standards will be so high that you literally don't give a shit, but I can tell you from personal experience, it just feels so good to grind those balls after those balls have ground you. So it is a lovely little zing to know that somewhere, somehow, that motherfucker is still up thinking about you. And that's the end of this video. My name is Mommy Onami. You can find me at onamihouse.com. All of the little resource linky things are down below. And do you have any questions for me, Mr. Patrick? Miss Patrick? All right. Thank you very much. Well, why don't you say how much you love me?
I love you so much.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah.
But in case that narcissist comes around and wants to get back with you, totally fine to let him back in. But if he does even one thing, you got to keep a narcissist on a nice tight leash. And if he does even one thing that pisses you off, don't give him words. Narcissists do not understand words. They only understand their own words back to them. They only understand their own words back to them. But what's much better than giving them words is reflect their own behavior back to them. Ignore them. Don't talk to them. Don't indulge them. Period. But if you get unique behavior from your narcissist, just use their same exact words right back at them. A hostage negotiating tactic is to just repeat the last 3 words right back to them. So if someone says, well, I'm not the only one in charge here, you go, you're not the only one in charge here? And they go, well, no, there's other people here that are in on it with me. Oh, in on it with you? Well, yeah, we all had this plan to do this thing together for a while. For a while? You say, yeah, it's been maybe 3 or 4 years of this being in the making. So it's been in the making for a while. And they'll give you more and more information if you use their exact words back to them. Okay? But you keep them on a nice tight fucking leash, honey, and just get over the idea that nobody likes a bitch, or that if you fucking direct someone's behavior a little bit, it makes you abusive or a bad person. Hombres son como perros. They're like dogs. They're like dogs. They need a nice tight leash. When you're complaining because a dog peed on your floor, you're being disrespected by your man, you sound like the fucking idiot. You sound like the fucking idiot. Train your fucking dog better. You gotta teach people how to treat you. You gotta teach them how to treat you. And it all starts with this hombre right here, okay?